Many have heard the story of him. And just in case you haven't, let me tell you about it. Mephibosheth was the grandson of King Saul and the son of Jonathan.
Okay.
Mephibosheth was lame in both legs due to a caregiver dropping him while fleeing after King Saul and Jonathan were killed in battle. King Saul and Jonathan had a significant relationship with David. You all know David. The teenager who defeated the giant Goliath with a slingshot in faith. David who played beautiful music for King Saul to give him relief from being tormented by evil spirits. David, the shepherd boy. David, the worshiper. David, the warrior. And David, the runner. Running from his life from King Saul, who was jealous of him. When all he ever did was serve. Jonathan, Mephibosheth's daddy, was a good and noble man. He was wise and different. He had a keen sense of wisdom and discernment. Mephibosheth's daddy. Jonathan knew the ways of his father Saul, but he also knew and saw David's heart. You see, Jonathan had a relationship with David. And they made a pact and a covenant to always show kindness to one another and one another's offspring. To show God's kindness, Mephibosheth's daddy did the righteous thing and warned David that his daddy was trying to kill him. When Saul questioned his son Jonathan about David's whereabouts, Jonathan went against his own daddy and did what he knew to be right. He had discernment. Jonathan had the opportunity to give up his friend. He's give up his friend and to be a part of his daddy's evil plan. Church, just because our opportunity comes available, it does not mean you should take it. It doesn't mean you should take it. When King Saul and Jonathan were killed in battle, Mephibosheth was the last male remaining in the family. The last one to carry on the family legacy, the last one to carry on the family name, and the last one who could possibly be king. Mephibosheth was taken to a place where no one or nothing will come looking for him. Mephibosheth was taken to a remote place. Lodabar. Meaning no word, nothing. Lodabar, a place where dreams go to die and dreams become nightmares. Lodabar. Lodabar, a place of desperation, isolation, despair, and poverty.
Yes, sir.
Mephibosheth, who came from royalty, is now in Lodabar. Mephibosheth, who knows what it's like to have the finer things in life, with maids and butlers, who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth and is now living a life he never saw coming. And so all he knows now is what he sees. Thoughts chasing him. Spirit is shaking and his legs are broken. Mephibosheth. The dropping. Mephibosheth became crippled at the dropping. King Saul and Jonathan were killed in battle. The caregiver received word of their death. And he picked up Mephibosheth, who was 5 years old at this time. And while running, the caregiver tripped and dropped Mephibosheth. Both legs are now broken. Back in these times when the king is killed, the new king will make sure that no one was left remaining from the previous king who could possibly take their place. So the caregiver had good reason to run and to run fast. But however, in her haste, legs were broken, crushed. And this young man was left physically, and I can imagine mentally crippled. Are you crippled physically and mentally? Has 2018 dropped some bombs in your life? The bombs not only try to blow you to smithereens, but it tried to take you out, your mama, your daddy, your kids, your friendships, relationships, situationships, finances, health, and even wealth. For some of us, 2018 has dropped us into some things to break us and everything in us. Every time you turn around, someone is dropping some hints, some booby traps and some setups, telling you what type of person you are, letting you believe in how you love God. Watching and waiting for you to fall so they can drop lies and disseminate your character. But all things that try to drop you this year will only bless us. Being prepared for you at the table in 2019. Title this sermon, Eat at the Table. Are you ready to eat at the table? And if we're really honest with ourselves, we have all been dropped in some way, shape, or even form. And we're still trying to pick up the pieces. But one thing I love about broken pieces is that Jesus can make masterpieces out of broken pieces. Eat at the table. It was not only just the dropping that got Mephibosheth to the table, but it was the waiting. The waiting day after day, month after month, year after year, waiting. Waiting for something new, waiting for something exciting, waiting and seeing nothing but despair. Waiting for the day his whereabouts will be somehow compromised. Always looking over his back, afraid to go outside. No peace. Just waiting. Are you still living, but have tapped out on life a long time? A long time ago. At one time in your life, it felt as if you were filled with so much promise. You had so many hopes and dreams and desires and aspirations. But somehow when life got its hands on you, things began to go a little differently. Oh, it rains on the just and the unjust. There's been times this year where it seems as if God has forgotten all about you. It's been time this year when you said, is it ever going to be my time? Your days have been filled with so much rain and hail, and you say, is the sun ever going to shine again? Waiting. Songwriter said, I don't mind waiting. I don't mind waiting. Oh, I don't mind waiting on you, Lord. I don't mind waiting. Waiting is filled with lots of time. Waiting for changes to come. Waiting for your blessing. Waiting for God to deliver you. Waiting for God to set you free. Waiting. I have some assurance for you today. The Bible says that they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Eat at the table. God's got something for you. Because it's something about the waiting period that makes you cry out to Him. It's something about waiting that makes you say, Lord, I give in and I give it to you. It's something about waiting that God uses to build you up. It's something about waiting. He hasn't just building you up.
Yeah.
And getting you out your comfort zone. Because change doesn't happen when you're comfortable. Change happens when your comfort zone gets disturbed. Was 2018 the most uncomfortable time you have been in your life? Well, get ready to eat at the table. But eat it.
Yes, sir.
Be careful how you move in life. Be careful how you treat people. Be careful. You never know who you're going to need in this life. You never know. You might be lucky enough, you might not need anybody. But your kids, your grandkids might just need somebody. When you are nowhere to be found, when you are nowhere in sight, when they can pick up the phone and call you. Be careful how you move in this life and in this world. Jonathan's friendship with David was a pure example of being careful how you move in this world. And treating somebody how you want to be treated. Jonathan, Mephibosheth daddy had enough sense and courage to speak up when wrong was wrong. Not knowing what his courageous would extend to his offspring. In 2018, you might have found yourself reaping the harvest of bad seeds that are embedded in your bloodline. Many of us find ourselves speaking and rebuking personal, generational curses. But it's time to speak and savor the flavor of generational blessings. Daddy might not have provided you a Cadillac, but he introduced you to Christ. Mama might have been strung out on drugs, but you are here today because somewhere along the line, she taught you some strength. You are here standing. You might have heart disease, but Daddy is on your side and is bound to find you. No heart disease may have come to destroy you. It might have come to build something up. I'll proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ. I'll proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ. I was having one of those days.
Well.
You know, one of those days where it just didn't seem like things were going right. Everything seemed to be going wrong. I went driving down the street, down 23rd, I seen my pops, and I picked him up, put him in the back of the truck. He said, "Son, you look like something bothers you. I see it right there on your face." And I said, "Yeah, I'm trying to make it, Pops. I'm trying to make it." And he said, "Let me tell you this story." And that was the story of this man who fell into a hole. And he saw no way of getting out. This man began to yell and to scream for help. This rugged man heard the man's screams. And the man said, "Help me." And he looked, and the man looked down in the hole and he said, "Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get on out." Went on about his business. The man continued to scream and yell for help, for help. He heard somebody singing, "Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want." He said, "Oh, this is the help that I need." This man came on over, heard him screaming and hollering for help. And he said, "Help me, help me." And the man said, "I'll pray for you." He kept on moving about his way. The man continued to yell and scream for help. And this ordinary man heard him. And he listened to him. And he jumped down in the hole with him. And the man said, "Why did you do that?" And the ordinary man said, "Because I've been in this hole before. And I know the way out. I know the way out." Have you found yourself in some situations and some problems that you couldn't find find yourself out of? Have you found yourself hurt? Dealing with battles, dealing with confusion, dealing with hurt, dealing with pains, dealing with depression, dealing with suicidal thoughts, dealing with failures when you didn't think you were going to make it again. But I'm here today to tell you about a Savior that's been and won't be hurt. He sits high and he looks low. And we serve a God, we serve a risen Savior. And just doesn't look at us in our situation, but we serve a God that'll jump right down with us and say, I got you. And I'll put your arms around you and say, I'll show you the way out. No matter how far you've been, no matter where you've been, and what matter what has come your way. Eat at the table. Eat at the table. You are royalty. You have royalty blood in your veins. You are a child of the Most High. You are royalty. Royalty because of who your daddy is. Eat at the table. Eat at the table. The table has already been prepared. All you have to do is pull up to your rightful place and eat at the table. I'm a fellowship in this dark place of Lord of Lord, a place of desperation, a place of isolation, a place of misery. God saw about his child, and he sent somebody along the way to see about his son. That's the same way God feels about you. And no matter where you are, no matter how much you think you've blown it and are messed up, God sees you and he'll send somebody. Eat at the table. Eat at the table. The feast is already prepared. Take what belongs to you. Take back what the devil has stolen from you. 2019 is your year. You are more than a conqueror. You are the head and not the tail. You are the lender and not the borrower. You are above and not beneath. That's who you are. It's in your DNA. You have royalty in you. And somebody say, who do you think you are? You say, I know who I am. I am God's child. I am royalty. You're looking at a child of the Most High King. That's the God that we serve. Sometimes in life, things that could have been so bad in your life. Like Mephibosheth, he said he considered himself a dog. How can somebody come and show some kindness to me? I've been low so long. How can someone show kindness to me? He considered himself a dog. A dog isn't what it is now. A dog was a scavenger. A dog was worthless. They didn't have dog food for him or nothing. The dog was worthless and nothing. This is how he considered himself. Don't allow something that was meant to be a season in your life to last a lifetime. You are royalty. Eat at the table. The feast is already prepared.